1996. Today's my birthday. I'm 21.
Hollywood, Florida. A young fan, Ricardo Lopez, begins a video diary, a chronicle of his obsession with rock singer Bjork. These haunting videos, recorded over a year, provide a rare and frightening glimpse into the private fantasies of a stalker.
With celebrity stalkers, oftentimes they are more psychotic than other stalkers. They have had a break with reality. They create their own internal, idiosyncratic, private, bizarre reality.
I'm going to show you who I am. Oh! I am a monster.
In the end, there is no other way to understand the stalker than to see the world through his eyes. Lonely, cut off, stalkers become obsessed with their victims. When they target celebrities, when there is no real relationship, the intensity of their madness becomes clear. The day after his birthday, he continues the diary.
I want to be the biggest influence in her life, the most important person who changed her life more than anybody else, okay? The guy who took her life, okay? I am the angel of death for her. Oh my God.
He's very hostile toward her. There's a hatred for her. There's a desire to torture her. By killing her, ironically, he can recreate in his mind an idealized image of her and then be with her.
His obsession spiraled downward for more than 9 months until he devises a final plan. He designs and constructs an acid-spraying mail bomb.
Okay, pay attention. I said that was a direct hit. Wouldn't you?
The bomb armed, gift wrapped and mailed, Lopez begins a bizarre ritual. Sadly, he has now lost all touch with reality. We warn you, what you are about to witness is a frightening and direct view of madness.
Okay, it's time.
Believing the object of his obsession would soon die from his bomb, he can only dream of the ultimate, to be united with her in death. Moments later, Lopez committed suicide, leaving 18 hours of videotape that enabled police to intercept the deadly package before it could harm anyone. Alone in his fantasy, Lopez never realized he was on a course to an inevitable and tragic conclusion.
Watch this. For I have seen all that I've seen what Laban's done unto. Oh, isn't that amazing? And my word will not return void, and it will go to that which it was sent. And it will prosper. But life and joy and the nature of God. Oh, hallelujah. and bread for eating will also provide and multiply. Oh, that's the opening of the windows of heaven. This is decreeing faith. Decreeing a thing, excuse me, and it shall be established unto thee, the force, the spiritual force of the spiritual power. He is preparing for you as we even speak. I smell heaven's bakery cooking up something good for you, sister. If God's got to send a bird, he'll send a bird. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And now listen to this. You go a little further. You get the one, God's for you. You get, he's with you. And then the last biggie, God's in you.
He's in you.
Man.
Oh.
You remember those heavens were shut up because the people, those heavens were shut up in faith, breaking through.
Breaking through.
And she proved God. God has something better than where you are right now. And their place in him as the, hallelujah. And God sent that man that day to open up those heavens. Shoo, hallelujah. Instead of letting our faith be dictated to by our heart and what God said. There it is again, so strong. Faith is the substance, the title to the deed of the substance of things hoped for. I just got another good one. Thank you, Jesus. 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 I'm very bold. I know that. Before the devil steals this thought out of you, while the inspiration, while the anointing is there. Thank you, Lord. Hello. You have to press in. You have to press on. You have to go on. Starting is great, Proverbs says, but finishing is better. Finish what you started. Huh. Got to learn how to stick your stick up. Amen.
Yeah. You better learn to stick your stick ups. Well, hey, everybody, we do nothing until you welcome that man right there, and his name is Coach. Who's going to welcome Coach? Who will be the first? I bet it's going to be Farmer. I don't know. Is it going to be Farmer? Who's it going to be? Oh, it's Walter Adams, and it's Kevin, and it's Harry, and it's Leo Guns. All my buddies. Everybody's here to welcome Coach. Start your show, mental patient. Oh. Hey, Joe Dale, have you been a cop your whole life? Do you know a lush when you see one? And does Coach look like a lush to you? Because I've been a cop my whole life, and I know a lush when I see one. And Coach is a lush. All right, guys. Can someone, without screwing with me, can you please tell me, because I have a new camera here, can you tell me that the sound is okay? I know it's a little bit darker. We're gonna get there. But is the sound, and is it okay? Or should I go back to the other camera? Don't do that to me, king of all diffs. That's not true. You guys, I know you're psyched for my guest. I know you are. I am too. She's going to be great. Coach is not a sex doll. You are being inappropriate. Sound is good. A little dark. That's what I thought, Kevin. Thanks, buddy. Sound is good. Sound is good. All right, guys, press 1. If you like this, press 2 if you like the other one. Okay. Now I'm gonna put up the other one just so I know, because I didn't know. I bought this new one. Okay. Which one do we like best? You guys like one? Okay. All right. We'll go back to the other one then. You guys are good. All right. I got you. 3, 9, 15, whatever it may be. You got your pork, you got your beef, and you got your brajol, like Clemenza did. All right. We're going to go back. You got your pork, and you got... yeah. All right. Let's go. Now we all right? Everyone happy? Wee, woo, woo, wee. All right, we're all right. Everyone hear each other. We welcome Coach. Oh, but we didn't do Crypt Keepers because that's what we are. Go in. Oh no! I thought we were all Crypt Keepers. Yeah, crackers, born slackers. Eat right, boy. Oh, there's a pretty girl that just showed up here. I'm not gonna tell you who it is though. But I happen to be a Crypt Keeper. I'm a Crypt Keeper. Hey, where was he born? Three villages. People up to scene. He's not one of them. CSA physicist, warden of a quarterback who goose crackers. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Guys, you are in for it. You made it through another week. I'm so happy. Doesn't it feel... As you know, I'm a terrific penis. And there's a fever rising in the evening sun. And when the battle's over, there'll be nothing left but the sound of drums. Comrade Gorbachev, can I go back to Vladivostok, man? That's your Friday. I know you guys always want me to, play, because I'm a terrific penis. You want to get inspired, so as we get going. Guys, great show tonight. I got stuff to show you. I got a lovely young lady. This lady is a entrepreneur. She's sweet as hell. She's kind. And I am smitten. I think she's great. And she gave up her time. So amazingly. Guys, I got to introduce you to a pretty amazing person. Guys, Miss Aerie Jane is here.
Oh my gosh, the intro. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great. You look great.
That intro was dynamite.
Is it the worst you've ever had? I'm sorry.
No, I feel like, how am I going to live up to that? And like, whoa, that's what he thinks. That's pretty cool. I mean, I do have to admit right off the bat, I feel a little barfaroni, or just kind of not myself tonight, but there was no way I was going to miss this opportunity. It's insane.
You look amazing. You sound amazing. And I'm so happy that you came in and you did this. And I'm sure everybody's saying, look at this. They love you. The people love you.
And, what a dream.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're here. I've wanted to talk to you for a while, and I'm a shy person, but on here, it's like, okay, this is nothing, and I can talk to a pretty girl, like, this way. Great. But people want to know about you. Like, we see you go on a bunch of the different shows and stuff like that. You are a successful entrepreneur. Tell me, how did you get this sense of business? How did you get there?
I feel like, well, for 20 years, I ran restaurants for a woman. She bought different things, and I just followed her, and that taught me all of it, and even like taxes and everything. And Corona hit. I retired from that business and running restaurants, and bartended to help my buddy because he couldn't hire anybody. Nobody wanted to work, but everybody wanted to drink. So, you know, and I met a man and quickly married him. And he had a deodorant business, which we rebranded because we also made beard oil and goat milk soap and fragrance oil, a bunch of stuff. Like, and I worked my ass off.
Yeah, well, the deodorant is
that.
like the #1 seller, right? That's the
It's the number one, and it's magic. I mean, it really, and it's an all body, non-toxic. Jake's dog eats it. It's going to be okay, and it's just it's because there's a step in it that a lot of hippie deodorants like gritty or dries you out or it's chalky or messes up your clothes, but this does not do it. And I emulsify it. It's just like whipped and it slides on so soft and
nice.
It's you're gonna want to just touch yourself, like, and because that's the thing, it's in a tin. So people are like, oh, how you put that on? You're like, oh, you just put on your body, like you put on chapstick, like you know, why are you afraid you touch yourself? You know, that's a problem. Really,
well,
that's
you
your
just
issue.
Put it like in just a little bit on your fingertip, and then you put it in there.
Pea size on your fingertip, and you rub it on your pit, and you're golden. Okay. And the next morning, if you wake up and you forget, you will not have pizza pits. You know how sometimes when you lay in bed, you wake up in the morning. And it smells like pizza a little bit, you know, like pizza pit. Do you know what I mean?
Like a sour pizza. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're just like, oh God, you know, you try and pull in before anybody else smells it. But you don't have to worry about that with the stuff. It's and on your feet, people that wear boots, it's coconut oil and shea butter, keeps your skin moisturized. So and nice. You don't have to worry about getting titty cancer from it. So
that's what I was going to ask you because I think the antiperspirant, meaning they want you to stop sweating, that is where the toxins will just stay in you. But this is a deodorant. This is just going to make you feel good and make you smell good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Antidepressant is just another thing in the economy we feed. You know, it's not necessary, and we use it only because they have us put it on our body. It's a feedback loop, but you don't need that stuff. You're not supposed to. It turns out you're not supposed to plug your pores up, you know, with metals.
Yeah,
shit. It's not. You're not supposed to do it. So yeah. This is the alternative.
So what made you get involved?
Yeah. You know, so that okay. So we divorced. He dumped me really hard. He might be watching this. I forgive him, but what I did when
I'm not a fan. Just saying.
What I did learn. I learned how to run a business though, and I learned what was great is the freedom to do the things I wanted to do, and not him and criticizing the things I was doing.
I know I'm a man. I know better. I'm gonna mansplain to you. Woman-owned business. You took the ball and you ran with it, and it's kicking ass. Yeah. And as soon as we get off, I'm gonna get on it. And how do I get it? What website do I go to?
It's simple. So I bought the domain. It's just aeriejane.com. So www.aeriejane.com. And use code HWO. That's for our good pal Jake Hudson. Which what I adore about you, Casey, is your genuine connection with him, and because he is a gem, he is a jewel and a treasure. And I get so angry when people abuse that. Yeah. And so I really love how you approach him and treat him like really. It was like, oh, melted me. So
you're so sweet. Oh, he's a human being, for God's sake. Why wouldn't anyone else treat him like that?
He's brilliant. People are intimidated by him. That's what it is.
He's smarter than them.
Yeah, they're intimidated.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was interesting because I didn't really know what his deal was. So it's cool to be able to be. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this, where I can meet people like yourself. I can meet Jake and kind of just find out, other than, hey, how you doing? And like the 2-minute thing, kind of get to know people. That's what I'm doing. I got a passion for. I hate myself, but I like everyone else. Everyone else is cool.
You're great at it. It's like the plumber, everybody else's pipes are wonderful, but yours are just trash, Yeah, it's like the same kind of thing,
Love it. Great analogy. I always used to think about, like, me and Florentine used to talk. I don't know if you've ever met my friend, Jim Florentine.
Hopefully before I die. That would be really cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd love him. He's a great guy, but he used to say, people would say, and if it would come out, hey, what do you do? You're a comedian, right? So he was my roommate on the road for years, and they would say, oh, you're a comedian? Okay, everybody get over here, come on. and come over and tell us a joke. You know, I mean, you put the guy on the spot, you know, but then he kind of reversed it. He said, okay, what, are you a plumber? All right, everyone come around here. Let's go. All right, tell us how you snake a toilet, you know? It's like, if they find out that you're a comic, it's just like an excuse to be a douchebag.
Yeah, well, you're expected to be. You know, people count on you to be, and it's almost like if you're not enough, then you find ways to be. Like certain comics, they find a way to self-sabotage, and whether it's subconscious or on a conscious level, I don't know. That's between them and God. But you know, that's a in order to get that sort of creative luxury of entertainment, something comes with it, and there's cons, unfortunately, and sometimes it's people's souls. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
just like OnlyFans, you know, same thing.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, Aerie Jane, it's like, I always say, like, how self um, self-hating must you be to choose a career in which you go out every night and you got to go make people like you, you know? That's what
Well,
stand-up comic will do every night.
my daughter has a OnlyFans page, and I was
Okay.
just talking on a podcast about that, and I
Well,
took it down because her
I'm sorry
name
to
was
interrupt, but
exposed. Yeah,
can you tell us what that is? Because I still don't know.
OnlyFans. Okay, so it could be a wide range of things. I'm fortunate that she is on the more of the saint spectrum of OnlyFans, where you know she's not putting things in and whisking them around or anything like like crazy. It's just
Nothing
snapshots, and
sexual or something.
it's actually really beautifully done. I'm not proud of her. She knows where I stand. She knows that I always am concerned about the soul, and I think you know when you give so much away, you know it takes away what's special. You know when you want to give it.
Oh,
That's just my perspective. So
so she's doing
that
nudity.
yeah, I mean, but not no. I mean, so
It's
she still
tasteful
finds
nudity.
she covers the nips right, and she's got some like it's. I'm proud of her. She makes it
It's
artistic,
artistic.
and she is an artist too. So as she can in horses and barns, and that was her thing, you know. But it's hard to live off that management, so she started making money doing this. So now she can like pay the money to do the school with the horses. But in any event, so I'm proud of her. I support her and love her. Do I agree with it? Not necessarily, but she'll find her own way. My job is to be there when she is like, "Holy shit, mom! You know what do I do?" So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
that's it.
the human body is a beautiful thing, and
Mhm.
you know, it can be done just for you know, to get something out. You know, that can be the
Mhm.
but you do it artistically. There's a true talent in there. It's not just having a pretty face and a beautiful
Yeah.
body. It's the lighting. It's what
Mhm.
you do with it. I think.
The
I
theater, you know, the theater of it, the you know,
it is.
theatrical. Yeah,
And to put your balls out there like that, like, excuse me, but I mean,
that's
to
okay. I
to
like
no,
balls. You're fine.
I mean, to put
Mhm.
yourself out there like that, I mean, that's a very brave person that your daughter is to
And yeah, so thank you for acknowledging that. That I'm proud of because it's like I do feel like I mean, you need to be conscientious. You need to make sure that your decisions aren't harming people, you know, intentionally. You know, sometimes you're making the right decisions are going to hurt certain people, but I also firmly believe in allowing people to fire themselves from your life. You
okay.
know, let them fall down, let them fall away, because you know your true army is going to be revealed. You know,
Yes.
your front line will be
Yes.
right there, and
Yep.
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, and if it doesn't work out the way she wants it to, her mom is gonna be there to pick her up
oh,
and
yeah.
say, "Hey, nothing ever changed. You just tried something,
Mhm.
and now we go on to something else."
Yeah. Now I'll be old enough and like I don't know. Well, maybe in a year I'll just hand her the company and move on to something else.
Well, it seems like you and your daughter have a great is that your only one? You have one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you guys are
Yeah.
tight. It sounds like you're tight.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have what I deserve. I deserve such an asshole child, but like I ended up I do. Oh my God. Yeah. But yeah, I got this one, so I lucked out. Maybe her child will be a gremlin or something, you know. Jump jump a generation or who knows.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know my friend. My friend, does, tonight, when our show's over, he's gonna come back on, and what he does is he likes to tell you, the gamblers out there, he likes to tell you who is going to win the UFC fights and NCAA football. And his name is Degenerate Gambler the Horse. And and he wants to just say, well, hello, Miss Mary, Miss Aerie Jane. I always called you Mary because I'm a horse and we don't know how to say the A words. But I am a degenerate gambler horse. I have a bunch of things that will be coming up today. And I understand your daughter likes horses, so your daughter likes me. And that means that I'm extra blessed this week. So everyone should bet on my picks. Hello, Miss Aerie Jane. Hey. All right, that's enough. That's enough. You.
That's
Miss-
wonderful.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely wonderful.
he's better than this other guy I got. Who's there's an alpaca that comes in here, and he's an asshole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Is he spit?
He
Spitter?
chews,
Oh,
and he's
chews.
obnoxious. He chews with his mouth open, and he's just an asshole. He doesn't do anything good for anybody. He just says mean things to people. He's a jerk. He's an asshole. So let me get back to you. So, Miss, how did you get? Did you always have a interest in broadcasting, getting your ideas out there, reaching people for what you're doing? Because people have taken a liking to you.
Yes, but I mean, so on this, but in different ways and venues. I know my ex-husband and I had run a YouTube channel that spotlit local artists, musicians, and that was really cool to be a part of and help produce. So, you know, things like that, being in front of the camera, not necessarily, but Mr. Ray DeVito and I were friends, and he started off, I was his first Patreon subscriber, and like there'd be like maybe 3 people, you know, like, Aerie, can you come on? Aerie, come on? Like, you know, like, I mean, though it's embarrassing. They're on his Patreon. I'll do that for you, Ray. The early videos of there's drunk Aerie, which you won't see videos like that of me anymore. I know.
What is drunk Aerie like?
I'm proud that I'm not that way anymore. And this LaCroix that I have, this flavor is magical. This beach plum, it is just, it's vacation on the tongue. It's like, wow.
It looks good. What is it?
LaCroix is like a sparkling juice, or, well, it's not even juice. It's just flavored water, but beach plum, naturally essenced. So they may even like, yeah.
It's got a little bit of juice in it, a little alcohol.
No, no alcohol. No, this is just sparkling water. Yeah.
Totally.
Here we go.
All right. So how long have you been totally sober?
Well, to answer that fairly, I've actually recently been able to dabble comfortably and very modestly, which I was happy. But right now I am sober. So I've been really happy with that.
Good.
You know,
Good for you.
yeah, because I was worried about that ever being able to be possible. So.
From what I'm picking up from one to another, I'll always be an alcoholic and a drug addict. I understand that about myself. And it's a bitch. I mean, it's you know, people say you're weak. You know, you lack discipline. You lack discipline. But it's a bitch. I mean, it's some of us are predisposed to this addictive personality, whether it be good or bad. Do you agree?
It's a demon, quite frankly, to put it blankly. And I've seen it. I've fought it within other people. And then when they came to, their person came out, they realized what they had done, and things, I mean, they were in shock. You know, so it's like, and to see those same people choose to change, make those changes, and push themselves and make the choice. I mean, speaking mainly of my father, you know, he chose to break a cycle in his life, and it just, and yeah, he's incredible. But he's proof. I mean, you got to put the work in, and you got to decide you're worth it. And you got to decide the people around you are worth it enough to do it. So,
yeah, good point. Good point. I can see how, like, you know, my grandfather was an alcoholic. My father was an alcoholic. And they say sometimes it skips, but it did not skip when it came to me. But my brother, you know, same 2 parents, he was able to not get sidelined by it. I mean,
Well, do your dicks match?
do our dicks match?
I mean, because there's gonna be things that are different. You're not the same person, so you know,
I gotta I gotta ask him for a picture. I think.
it's your brother. You never accidentally saw it.
Um, no,
Come,
no, I don't
may-
recall, Aerie Jane. I don't.
maybe the trauma helped you there. Maybe that you had the blessing of trauma, and it fogged up that part of your brain, and you can't
Oh, you
recall.
did?
That would be such a blessing for you, wouldn't it? Like never seeing your parents have sex.
Never saw that.
Oh
I didn't.
gosh,
I didn't even
again,
thought they even
protected.
had sex, but apparently they did twice. But
Yeah.
uh, you bring up some interesting points. So let me ask you this now.
Okay.
Today in your day, in your travels today, I want to know
Mhm.
3 things
Mm.
that made you smile, and I want to know 3 things that made you say, maybe not today.
Okay. Let me do that second part first. Let's just get out of the way because
Okay,
it's
something pissed you
honest
off?
and it has to do with you and
Uh-oh.
not mean. Just
Okay,
like
it's all right.
because
You can be mean to me. It's okay.
no, imagine the first time you spoke with somebody that you were completely like starstruck, just like, and it got me like so psychosomatic. I was like leaning over in cold sweat, like I don't think I could do this. I'm like, but I can't cancel. Don't be an asshole, Larry. And it's Casey Armstrong. That's so awesome. Just calm
You're
your
talking about
ass.
me?
No, yeah. And so I put my
Jesus
brain in
Christ. How nice of you. Oh my God. Wow.
I put my brain in alpha mode. Is something I learned how to do.
How cool are you?
And yeah, and that's how I was able to calm down my entire system and relax and chill the F out and just be grateful. Here I am drinking my soda pop and this delightful wonder before me. It's just amazing.
Awesome.
So
How do you
cheers.
how do you get in that spot? How do you get well, like when the world is giving you stressors, how do you get into Aerie Jade? This is where I need to be. What makes you get there? Are you like a meditator or how do you get to where you need to be?
I'm a horrible meditator, and that's exactly why I started doing it's called the Jose Silva method of meditation. And it's not like a humana breathing particular ways. It's literally just counting down in a particular way right off the bat to get your brain waves to either slow down or pick up however they need for the state you need to be in a flow. So things become linear, lucid, have you sort of thing. And you can just sort of walk toward what it is you're going for, and that's kind of what I do. So I don't focus on the noise. I used to. I really had to teach myself not to. um but yeah, that's what I do.
Isn't it
And
funny, like,
that's
yeah, how we
mhm.
get older, and we think that it really is true when we used to hear our parents say, "If I knew what I knew at your age, what I know now," we say, "Shut up, you're full of shit." Yeah, whatever.
I know, we're like, where's the pie? You guys are hiding it. We're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but but seriously, as we get older, are you with me? Like, you know, it just sometimes it just seems like it's
The
so
old
easy.
people
Life
know.
is easy.
The old people know. That's why I'm really grateful that when I was young, when I was taught to listen to the old people, because they got it down pat, and they have no motive for you. They don't know who you are. They just
Right?
literally are trying to be like, "Hey, bud, I can help you this
I
way.
can help you. Yeah.
Watch out."
Yeah.
So
Did you
yeah.
have, grandparents that you were close to? Did you
Well, no, we didn't live really close, but my dad's side of the family, no, was not close with them. But
okay.
my side of the family, yeah, they're dear people. They're awesome people. And but old people just in general, like at the grocery store and stuff, like from a young age. I mean, I wasn't creepy on old people, but like I would just kind of listen in on some different things. I would hone in because somebody had told me to pay attention. And
Mhm.
even though, yeah, I've made people are like, well, she didn't listen when she got married 3 times or whatever. Like, that's not true because at each time I honestly had full intention and thought I was, but I will never make the same mistake again. I always make brand new, fresh ones because there's just so many that we can, go
And there
do.
it is true, and, along those lines, you can't help who you fall in love with.
Right.
You may look back and say, "That guy was all wrong for me," and blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, but at the time, I bet you thought that was the guy that was
Yeah,
gonna be
of course.
the old impotent guy in the leather chair sitting next to you, and you guys would go through life together.
I can say this, Casey. They all will tell you, and I can say this with great confidence. They all will tell you that I wifed very well. That
Yes,
I was always a very good wife, the best I could be. So
I bet you were. I bet you were. And I
yeah,
bet you were a great mom, and that's why you're tight with that
yeah, my
nice mother
daughter.
of yours who likes horses. I like her automatically because she likes horses.
She's a hard worker. I mean, that girl, she busts
Oh, where
butt.
did
I
she get
mean,
that from?
her work ethic is amazing.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm tickled that you are look, people love you, they think you're adorable, just, what I was gonna say, but let's say hello to a couple people because I got some things I wanna show you, and, I have some nonsense I wanna share. Hopefully, I make you laugh a little bit.
you
Uh,
will.
some nonsense. Alright. So, let's go to, movie star fingernails, very nice person. Would you like to do the reading, Miss Aerie Jade?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe you
I
can't.
spaced out.
I don't know if you can see it.
Case, nice. Don't know where you find these vids. Bukowski beatings and now the sugar cube. Wait, Bukowski beatings and now the sugar cubes. On the STEM IQ test, did you take a dive for a debate? That's the best I got. I don't have
Okay.
my glasses on. It's kind of like a smear.
Oh, are you, I just, again, in my old age, I just couldn't see
Yeah,
far away,
we're
so
in
I
the
just
same boat.
yeah, yeah. Do you just recently get them?
A 44.
Okay, okay.
So
Movie star fingernails. Thank you for your comment, but I don't know about the sugar cubes. I'm sure it will come to me later, but my IQ, not anything to write home about. But I did have some creative stories in there that they found disturbing, so maybe that wasn't why I got a good score. But thank you very much for your interest. All right, Franklin Scheckler goes.
Franklin.
Hello. Wait, do you know this person?
I love Franklin Scheckler. Tell those cats not to get any sauce on their faces.
Because I got to tell you, this is something my old man used to say. I have a weird hobby, my friend, is that are you Italian at all?
No, my daughter is from that side of the family, but
That's
no,
not
I'm not. No.
okay. Well, um, Italians, for the most part, and I think people will back me up on this, they believe that you can't get a good jarred marinara sauce. You cannot do that. It's
Yeah.
sacrilegious. It's blasphemous, right?
Hmm.
So I have a hobby, and I've tried about 75, 80 of them. I have a journal of
Hmm.
all the yeah, I'm a weirdo, yes.
That's good.
Of all of the sauces, and I finally found one. Leo Gunn is gonna get one. That's I'm gonna send one to him. But uh, one thing my father used to say was that whenever he'd be in a restaurant eating marinara sauce, he goes, "Look at this guy. This guy looks like an asshole. He's got sauce on his face." So that's where that came from. It was an inside
Okay.
joke from Franklin Scheckler. And
Trauma.
okay, yeah, and we're not going to get sauce on her face, but thank you.
It's the trauma. It's
It's
okay.
trauma of sauce
I'm
on your face.
I'm giving you a hug from far away.
You're so sweet. Uh, all right, let's go to um, T like the letter. I don't know why that makes any sense. Go ahead, if you don't mind, please.
AJ, why are you not friendly with Ray?
I thought you were friendly with
Because um well, I wish him exceptionally well, first of all.
him. Yeah.
Exceptionally. And sometimes just friends fall apart. They're not friends anymore. They have different visions of what reality is, and you just part ways, and yeah, you get wished well or extremely utter super crazy well
Okay.
to
All right.
you.
Yeah. Some people are
All
going
the
to be left for
prayers, yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
a,
it's that's that, and it's okay. And I've been less stressed, and it's been nice, and I wish him well. He's doing great. I hear he's doing wonderful. So I hope that stays that way for him.
do people call you AJ?
I mean, there's things I'll answer to. There's things I won't answer to. So I guess it's just a matter of testing it all out.
What do you like to be called?
It depends on who's asking.
Well, me.
Um,
do they call you?
AJ's cool, you know.
I like AJ. You're like an athlete.
Sometimes, like, yeah. I think I liked it when I was a kid because Aerie was so weird, and I already was
Cool name.
weird.
It's
And
definitely a
it,
cool name.
my
Different.
parents did it to me big time when they did that. But I think I was gonna be Ruben if I was a boy, so it worked out.
Thank God. Thank God
Yeah,
you're not a Reuben.
I
Oh
know.
no, that's we don't know.
I love me a Reuben though, so good. Just
You a
that
foodie?
meat pile. I'll just eat the meat and horseradish cream sauce. Not a food. I don't have my pinkies in the air at all, and I'll
Yeah,
pretty
you're not a snob, uh,
no.
but
Like I
will you
said, a
try?
food and I'll eat it. Yes. Is that a foodie? Is that what that is?
Well, I mean, do you cook? Do you make
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. I like real food, just real food.
Do you have
And
strong opinions about what you eat and what you make?
I mean, it's gotta be just real food. I like it spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here's why I'm a food snob. I'm a
Okay.
foodie and food snob. I don't eat anything that comes out of the water.
Oh, gotcha.
Nothing.
Gotcha.
Just because I hate the smell, and if KFC has fried chicken in the same oil that they made a fillet of fish in, I am riding back, and I'm that guy who's going to be pissed off. That's a food snob.
Okay.
Uh,
Fair.
okay, so you know where I'm coming from.
Absolutely fair. Yeah.
Okay, all right. But do you like seafood?
Um, some kind. I don't like I don't like things tasting like fish. If it can be disguised, I do like a scallop that's cooked absolutely correctly, like completely correctly. That tastes good.
Mhm.
But I don't like to have to fool with it a lot or accidentally get shell in my tooth or
I
you
don't want to
know.
fool with it. I don't want to be cracking claws and shit like that.
Yeah. So I mean, but if someone else does it and they're like, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't seek it out. Let's just
Okay,
say that.
all right.
Let's seek it
But
out. If I,
isn't it cool when someone's really into something and they're passionate about it? I
Mhm.
I don't care if I don't care if it's like talking about like checkers. If someone's really into it, they can get me into it.
Um, what are you good at? Are you good at Connect Four?
Chess. I like to play
Oh.
chess and Scrabble, but I'm not good at it. I'm the king of the three-letter words.
Mm. So
Uh,
have you ever like played online, like on your podcast or things like that, or gone? Do they have that a format where you could do that?
like a Wordle, you mean?
Like have opponents like on a podcast or something where you're playing a game together?
Yeah, what was that? There was one that used to be on Facebook years ago. People would
Mm.
play Scrabble with each other. I'd always lose. But I kind of
Are you talking about Words with Friends?
yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that. Oh
you like
my
playing that
god.
one?
Oh, I'm a crackhead. I purposefully don't play it because I'm psychotic.
Ah, but see, I'm with you. And I was going to say it's on. We got to play, but I would like to
No.
play it in person because I talk shit during this is my only advantage is I'll talk
Hmm.
shit and I'll try and get you to not think about what you're doing. I'll play
Hmm.
music.
Hmm.
I'll start telling you a dumb story. So that's the only way I'm going to win.
It won't work.
It won't work.
No.
No,
No.
you've been down
I'm
this road.
I'm highly trained and qualified.
All right, cool enough. I'm not matched. Cool.
Thank you so much for having me on tonight, Casey. Like I really and truly mean that. And I really would love for you to come sit on my couch at
I
PS
will,
with
no
Aerie
doubt.
Jane. Yeah.
No doubt.
Cool.
Of course. That's how it goes. And I thank you for coming in. You're very pleasant. People love you,
I love
and
to come. Yes. Thank
you're a
you.
great guest. You're a great guest.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, T. Thank you for that. Hey, this is my buddy Star Mountain. He's a rock star. This guy, he's a musician. He plays gigs and stuff. I know you don't have your glass on, so go. Hey, KC. Hey, what did he say? I thought
I
that was a
got it.
L. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yep. Hey, Casey. Hi, Aerie Jane. I came in late. Not sure who you are, Aerie. Were you part of the HWS show? Sorry for my ignorance. Well, don't be sorry. You don't know the answer, so you're asking the question, and the answer is yes. I've been on Jake Hudson's show. I adore Jake, love Jake. He's started being my producer on my show, which you can find at PS with Aerie Jane on YouTube and all the Instagram and Twitters and all the thing. So yeah, love him. Proud of that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. And Star, if you want to get some this, do I call it deodorant? Yeah, it's deodorant. It's not antiperspirant's bad. Deodorant's good. Go,
You don't need it. And your clothes, because there's baking soda in the formula, like in the wash, you're never gonna have to worry about yellow pit stains ever again, or smells or any kind of stains. It's exceptional, I promise you.
nice.
And
What about
no,
if you sweat? Does that take anything away from it, or are you still good for the rest of the day?
this is what I have to say. Ray DeVito loves the product and says it performs exceptionally.
Oh well, if that is the case, then there it is. That's all we need to know.
Hmm.
Whee!
I mean,
All
that's what
right.
it's true. It's truth.
Well, it sounds like an awesome product, and I know that people are clamoring for it, and it's a good thing. So here we go.
Yep. All right.
My man, my sister.
No. Aerie, can you do a cruise-style tour of your fridge? It's not because I'm not ready. It's because you guys are definitely not ready for that. So,
That's a new
but
thing.
we can build that together. Yeah, we'll get there.
I keep telling them I'm going to do it, and I keep getting these. It's interesting, right? Wouldn't you want to know? I want to know what's in your refrigerator. I bet
It's
there's
so
soy milk in there.
so personal. No.
It's so personal.
Because maybe I have skulls I don't want you to see, or
All
like
right. Okay.
I didn't
All
know
right.
this was gonna happen, so you know.
No, I know.
Maybe I have
Yeah.
my science kit in there, my meth lab, and I'm like,
I still got HGH in there that's 4 years old. I
I
don't know
mean,
why I didn't throw it
yeah,
away.
because it's just the memories, you know. It's like the memories. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Miss AJ, here you go. What happened? Here we go.
No, oh, I said no to that. Clyde Cleveland. He asked, Eric, can you do a crib style tour of your fridge? And I reluctantly, oh no, I
I
apologize.
want to know
No,
what's in that fridge.
no, a lot of LaCroix.
What's a LaCroix?
It's that sparkling water, and there's a
Oh, the
bunch of
stuff
different
that you like.
flavors. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
If I could fill my fridge with Ecto Cooler, I don't know if you know what that is, but
Oh,
it was a high C drink, and I think I can get some on Amazon. It's like $100, it's a collector's item, but it was awesome. If it's green or if it's red, I like it.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a weirdo. That's how,
No, you're not. That's how the food coloring industry is designed, is for you to crave those.
yeah, I'm like a
Yes.
child. You
It
know,
works. It
yeah.
works.
That's a um.
This is for you to read, Casey.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Pretend she's a man and mount her. What not, Chaser? That's inappropriate. I would like to mount you. And Coach, did you hear what they just said? Coach, that's yeah, they're being silly. Even he knows they're being silly. I mean, when Coach knows you're being silly, you're being a goose, a silly goose.
I hope you're proud of yourselves.
Yeah, right. You make Coach upset.
Oh, Leo Gunn.
He's awesome.
Do your dicks match? I love when AJ talks dirty. Wee. Well, it's usually an accident. A lot of times I don't realize it till after I said it, but my father was also a sailor. And so I think that has a lot to do with it. But I do know how to be a lady. I do know how to sit at a wedding guest table. And, you know, but I also, when I'm ready to just chill and relax and let my brain go, that's what I'm going to do. So thank you for appreciating it, Leo.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is funny. So, like, I played football at Western Kentucky University, right? And
Mhm.
back then, and it wasn't anything about race or anything like that, but it just worked out that way because the skill positions were mostly black, and I was the only white guy. And then in the other shower, they were the linemen and stuff. So it was a black and it was a white shower. So every time I would go into the shower, one of my friends would say, "Hey, who turned the lights on?"
God.
I loved it.
Oh my God. Did anybody get in a fight in the shower?
Sometimes they used to piss on the freshmen.
Oh,
Only saw one naked fight, but other than that, we put our clothes on
is,
for
is there at least a rule if you're in a naked fight that you don't go for junk? Like you don't on
Oh, nobody.
purpose.
Yeah. Nobody goes for the boys or anything like
Mm,
that. They just fight. I mean, it's
yeah,
your men. It's just men being dumb men.
yeah.
You know.
Fascinating. I'd love
I
to
love
see
that you asked
that.
a question about that. You're so funny.
It's fascinating, I think.
I don't know if there's many women that would ask that question.
No, I'm not normal, Casey. I mean, I think that's been established.
I love that. I love that. That's pretty cool, my friend. Uh, Mountain. What are you doing? Why are you saying nonsense like that?
He's speaking what's on his mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
nothing
because
wrong with
he's
that.
thinking about mounting me. That's what it is. So that's what he's thinking about. Leo, be
Here we
ashamed of
go.
yourself.
I should be. You're right.
Uh,
I guess I can read that because it's
mhm.
a admiration. David Skywalker goes, "She will be mine." Oh yes, she will be mine. Swing. All right, David. Everybody can dream, and everyone can have, goals. And as long as you are a gentleman and a nice person, you can think that all the time.
I thought
How's it
he
feel?
he used to be like a fan of mine, and then he dropped off for some reason. I don't know. For a while, I upset people for some
Slack.
reason. I was probably told why, but I don't know. I feel like I apologize for anything I messed up for, but in any event, so I'm glad to hear that he's back into being cool with me. That's great. But we're never gonna get married. You're too nice. I wouldn't do that to you.
All right, Pete D's got something to say to you.
Pete D, PDD. Good to see you, Casey. Aerie is adorable.
I
And that's an
second that.
eagle, right? Is that his image? Because an Aerie means an eagle's nest by definition.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I got those parents. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I just look at him and I'm like, yeah, this guy thinks he's a hot shit just because he's on a nickel.
He is hot shit, though. You
Yeah,
know,
he's cool. Thank you
Mm,
so much, Pete D. Appreciate it.
Pete.
Moose Fingernails is back. Whee!
For sure. Oh,
You
okay.
know Bjork?
Yeah, I know who the artist is, but she was a singer for Sugar. Okay, so movie star fingernails says the Bjork video. She was a singer for Sugar Cubes.
Okay.
Um,
I came on before you were here. I play a video to start off with,
oh,
uh,
I'll be watching it. I'll watch it.
and that's what that was. Was that a band? The Sugar Cubes? Is that a band?
Apparently, it sounds that way. But
Did you like Bjork?
did I who?
Did you like Bjork? Did you think she has a good voice? Do you like her?
Yeah, I definitely. Well, I had that CD club, through Columbia, and things were a pen. Yeah,
What was your
I
name?
had.
I am not paying.
Right? Okay, exactly. Oh, I'll send you a check.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another one. I had dual, but yeah, I got the Bjork, and the thing is that her voice is amazing. The whole thing's. I like Bjork. When there's other songs in between,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. And I'm not afraid to say it, but I love Andrea Bocelli. I didn't know he was dead,
Oh.
um, but I was listening to one of the, and it was in a different language. I didn't know what he was talking about, but it made me cry because it was just so. Uh, I didn't know. I didn't need to know what he was talking about. It
Mhm.
was that emotional for me. Just what he was conveying. I
Mhm.
might sound like an idiot here, but
No, you're amazing audience. That's what they want. That's what the artist wants is to convey emotion and to be able to filter that to the onlooker.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's success.
Yeah, he was awesome. Forget about it. And then that one he did with his son, "Fall on Me." Check that one out. That's a good one. He's very talented. Do you like? I guess you call it opera. I guess.
Um, I do. I think I have a hard time sitting still like in one place for a long period of time. So,
Mhm.
um, I mean, if I could listen to it through audio, or I guess I could choose that while I'm cleaning my house. It might be entertaining, but maybe I'll try that. But
It's
yeah,
just so funny you said that because that's the only thing that the cleaning ladies, they don't speak English, but
no,
we all know Bocelli. We know
yeah,
Bocelli, and I know gatos. That means cats.
yes.
I wish I knew
Yes.
another language. I'm not good at it.
Well, why don't you get like Duolingo or one of those little apps and they have games? It's like they're like games. It's not really like da 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 da. It's it's all different now and it's better now because people learn differently. I've had success with those. I was trying
Really?
Chinese. My daughter's learning Russian right now.
Oh my God.
Um,
Oh,
but you can, and it's like you may or may not stick with it, but just give it a shot. It might stick, or you might try something else. But
that's
it's like
pretty cool.
free. Duolingo, I believe
So
it
you can
is.
speak Chinese a little bit?
Oh no, I mean I'm not gonna do it on air because I
Okay,
don't want to
no
accidentally
problem.
say something else. Like I don't want to accidentally say like the president's pussy or like this. You know what I mean? Like if you
Yeah, yeah.
botch up one word, it's something completely different. So,
Gotcha, gotcha.
but I'd worked with people of that culture, and it was sort of like I wanted to learn it anyway, but I also wanted to know what was going on. And so I would also just open up my Google and record them and kind of just watch my
Yeah,
screen to kind of
translate.
see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I
What
mean, because what's a
right.
girl to do? So,
Did
anyways,
you
yeah,
did you take one in high school? Did you take, or junior high, did you take a language, uh, when you were going to school?
I was supposed to. I think I was supposed to learn French, and I forged the signature and switched it to Spanish, and I was horrible at it. I was awful at it. But
Hard.
I wanted to feel like I picked the language that I was going to learn, and I didn't want to do it just because my mom or whatever. So, but I failed terribly, but it's okay. I got by. I figured out how you just make nice with the teachers. We all know wear the shortest skirt, blah blah blah. So,
Well,
I'm kidding. I was the opposite.
you and
I,
me
I
both,
like
sister, we know how it works. I
No,
was
I wore
very twisted.
sweatpants and like pajamas. I didn't even get asked to dances. I was known as Scary Aerie. I was just like brooding, quiet,
What?
like yeah, straight edge, but look like yeah, just angry and just very like I was gonna blow up something with my eyeballs.
Were you like one of those girls that are, like, too good looking for anyone to approach?
No, 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 no. That was not the issue for sure. Not the
Really?
issue. Yeah,
So
for
so
sure.
what, did you mature lately or something, or later?
When I was 19, I got pregnant with my daughter. I was like, I knew I had to get rid of my rage issues and I was like, I never want to be that parent that rages out or is angry. And so I succeeded in anger management because I chose to take it.
Okay.
And yeah, ever since I was living by those principles and things and parenting that way, it's just sort of like, I think I actually did a rewire my brain a bit. That's when the switch flipped though. So.
I guess it's different when you become a parent. I guess things change, I
Or
guess.
get cats, when you're responsible, and something's depending on you, you need to take care of yourself too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
you gotta change your litter box, Casey.
These cats, my roommates, I mean, my roommates are so spoiled. They run this house, and they sometimes will fool me because they get slimy food once a day at 7 o'clock. They get slimy food, and sometimes they'll make me believe that I haven't given it to them. So I feed them twice, and they win.
Slimy food. It's
It's
just
slimy food. Yeah.
it makes the slimy makes me think of that sound the spoon makes when it hits it, like a splat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
It's horrible. I'm like, how do you guys eat this shit?
the smell is like
It's
yeah.
it's god awful.
What a
And
good
this
what a good cat dad you are.
I I, I spoil them to no end. It's laughable. It really
Yeah.
is. I mean, they eat before I do. If it came down to there's an apple in the refrigerator and that's the only thing that's in there, the cats are gonna eat the apple.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Just the way it is.
Wow.
I agree
You
with
are.
PK.
BDD. Oh, yes. Good to see you, Casey. And Aries adorable. That's the eagle eye he's got.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm,
Hot
nope.
shit. Just because he's not
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
movie star fingernails goes the balk video. Oh, why does it do that? Why does it go back like that? Aerie, you got it, sister.
No, I don't. You go
Okay,
ahead because I don't know who that person is.
okay. Aerie Jane looks like Vanessa Paradis. Nice. I assume that is a compliment because I don't know who Vanessa Paradis is.
We're gonna go with compliment.
Yes, that's what I'm going with.
That guy looks friendly in his picture. So
East Dom DeLuise.
yeah, that's the real one too. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's
So cool. I love it. It's amazing.
yeah.
Oh, this is our boy Franklin
We
Sheckler.
like Franklin.
I think he's creative. And yes, he does stir pots, but I feel like his observations of people are fair and sometimes they're not in everybody's favor and those people get upset. But and I think there's been times I've disappointed Franklin. I haven't been the best kind of lady I could have been, but I was also pushed to limits that I didn't need to be pushed to.
Well,
And
this
so
atmosphere is can kind of have an effect on people. Let's just say that.
yeah. Yeah, but I feel like I took some time to just sort of reevaluate and think of, how just to go about. And honestly, it's really quite simple. I just don't concern myself with the crap. I just don't. I can't.
Just
I can't.
let it just let the
Can't.
universe take it.
And nobody else should be doing that either. Just take care of your minds. Be happy. Put your fingernails in the dirt. Go fart on a fish. Whatever it takes.
I never heard that, and I love
I
it.
just came up with it. It just
Don't
it
fart
popped.
on a fish. I will say that every single show from now on.
Wait, only if you plan.
Don't
Only if you plan to eat for dinner, though. Only the keepers. You don't.
fart on a fish.
You don't throw that back in the water. That's not.
Kid, please, in all due respect, go fart on the fish. Okay? Please, let's get a hold of ourselves. Some people need to fart on fishes. Franklin Sheckler goes, hey, my
Oh
God.
wait, Joe. Sorry, I'm like laughing because that is so fun to say too. Fish farting, yeah.
Farting on a
Alright.
fish. I love it.
Farting on a fish. Tell me out your wish.
Everyone's got a fart on a fish. Gonna fart on a fish tonight. Thank you. And I'm a great penis. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Franklin,
My new LP, Farting on Fish.
I love it though. I don't know why these things happen with my brain, but I've learned to. I used to be medicated for a long time for it, and once the doc tried to raise it to an unacceptable awful level, it's basically telling me to die at least 15 years earlier than my peers if I stay on it. And I'm like, no.
What, like antidepressant or something?
Well, the second time it was just the ADHD meds that because
Like
they wanted to give they want to give me 30 milligrams 3 times a day instead of twice.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there's no way I was going to do that. My insurance wouldn't cover Vyvanse. Vyvanse actually was the only one that I had the best results with, but I flatlined. Like after I take it, I'd have to nap for 20 minutes.
It's supposed to have the opposite.
I know. And it was like my friends would buy it off me. I'd go without it for a day and I'd watch them run around like maniacs completing tasks. For me, I was able to complete tasks, but and I was linear, but it took my energy, it took my enthusiasm. So it's like I'd putting coming out my mouth, just like haze and everything. Yeah, there was no joy. It was just like, yeah, but I was completing my tasks and
But were you interested in what you were doing, like what you were learning, or what?
I felt like creatively, like I couldn't write music anymore. I couldn't like nothing was coming to me on a creative level when I was on my medication. I feel like it shut off that part of my brain, and I didn't think it was a big deal. I thought that stuff was just a hobby. I didn't realize how, like, if it's in your blood, it's important to keep up with those things for your own personal self, not really necessarily for other people. And so yeah, I just made the decision that I wasn't going to let it cloud my judgment. I wanted to live longer and not have my heart explode.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the doctor's supervision, I weaned off it that time. The first time I tried to wean off the drugs was without doctor supervision, and it went really horribly. And Jake was talking about that. It was a clash of medicines at the time also. So Jake had the same experience. Yeah.
You must have been petrified just going cold turkey.
I needed to. I was really afraid of what would happen if I ignored all the voices telling me the path and direction I should be going. So it's like when that voice is coming at you, be it your God or whatever. It was like, turn around. You don't need that. Don't take those. That's going to kill you. When you're hearing that voice, in my mind, it's been my experience. If I don't pay attention, I'm effed. If when I pay attention, I'm blessed. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. And I'm telling you that because I have narcolepsy, so I know what I'm talking about. Like, there was a
Wait, is
time.
that why you like to screw dead people?
No, that's
Oh, that's necrophilia. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Okay, narcolepsy. Oh, thank God. Oof. Ooh.
uh,
Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, yeah. That's when
yeah,
you
yeah,
fall
no,
asleep
it's good.
spontaneously.
Yeah, yeah. I could be talking to
Okay.
you, fall asleep, whatever. But at one point they had me on 230s of that Adderall, 220s of Ritalin. This is just in the morning. One
Mm-hmm.
Concerta and two Dexedrine. Um, and then 3 hours later, they kind of cut it in half. So I've been on this for 30 something years, and I got to tell you, when I had to go cold turkey because they didn't know what the long term effects are going to be, they put you. I got put in jail one time, and they stopped everything. And I can tell you, AJ, I've never been more petrified, and death would be more welcome than what I went through. Just taking them away, it is torture.
Well, unfortunately, death was what in my mind was more welcome to me, and that's how I ended up pink slipped and in that jam. So, which thank God, people intervene and things like that. But that was a trip, but it ended up good. I think and the second time that when it was successful, it was not cold turkey. I was weaning
You were weaned
of
off? Okay.
between the two different things, and it was because I was like I didn't want to go through that again. Who would?
Right, right,
So
right. So how long were you on it?
I started. Okay, so I was 24 when I started taking it. So I don't know, maybe 22 years. Yeah, total.
I gotta talk to you off the air.
Yeah,
I'd love to know,
yeah. It's really horrendous. Yeah.
geez.
But
Uh,
life is so much better without the drugs. I gotta be honest with you. I just do other things and the way I eat and stuff. Yeah. But I
but
can't do you can't do the red you can't do the reds and the
yeah, I
red
can't do
dyes
that cool cooler.
and the yellow number fives, Casey. No yellow number five for you.
Uh, are you, spiritual? I have a bunch of crystals, but my friend knows everything about crystals, Lavender Lane, PTW, by the way. But, do you collect, crystals? Are you into, kind of holistic stuff?
I don't know crystals. I mean, if it's a shiny object, regardless, it's probably gonna catch my attention,
A shiny
but
yeah.
but I'm more up to like a collect a cool rock,
Uh-huh.
um, that like
Like
a
on the beach,
gemstone.
you
Yeah,
you'll find
like
something cool and
cool shell or whatever. Yeah. Of
what
course,
so
it
what
is somebody else's suitcase.
AJ, what is something that we don't know, about you that might be a little bit weird, but it brings you joy?
Okay, perfect. I just finished for that season ballet class. I was taking lessons, um, but I've started up jazz class. I'm taking a jazz class, and I just
And
trying to keep the joints loose, and I just want to keep the pumps primed, and you know,
nice. How are your toes from that ballet? I heard they get beat up.
no, you keep your chondroitin going and your glucosamine, and eat your cheese and flex them and point them, and yeah, sit in hot water. That's nice too.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Have you ever taken an ice bath?
Yes, I had
You
to
like it?
because part of my hamstring that inserts into the bottom of your pelvis ripped out of its insertion and rolled down my leg when I was in high school. And my leg turned the color black, like coal black, like, and I'm not being racist, but like blacker than like skin could possibly even be just from all the blood
Wow.
that pooled.
What
Um,
happened? What was, did you fall? Hit your leg?
well, I have some really embarrassing injuries, throughout my life. I don't know how I do these things to my body, but back in high school, I graduated in 97. We didn't know about overstretching back then. So one of the things my mom liked is for us to be cheerleaders. So this was like a blessing in disguise because it got me out of cheerleading. But so we're doing our homework 2 hours before the basketball game. We're just sitting in splits, whatever. Thank God there were no social media back then. Because I don't think I would have made any money because it wasn't 18 yet. So
Oh shit!
other people would have been making the money off of it. But in any event, we went to do our stupid dance routine, and I heard it, Casey. I heard the when I did my kick.
You heard it
I
like
could hear
snap.
it, and I just felt like it started at my toes and like this chill that it started at the top of my head and it came together in my throat. And I remember waking up with people around me, and then like the ambulance people, and but I opted out of surgery and I did physical therapy for 2.5 years, and but it was God, it was
Sounds
so
brutal. It sounds like
my it was tough to be a girl because that spot, it's like right under, like,
you're
if I'm a
growing.
girl, like it's right next to her
Yeah, on your
baby
groin,
blesser.
right?
Yeah.
Inside your inside your groin.
And I wasn't doing things with my baby blesser at that age, but it still doesn't matter, like going to the bathroom and stuff. It's just, it'll make you humble. It'll make you appreciate anatomy and physiology. That's where I got an appreciation for those. And I have a medical license. Somebody, like, people wouldn't know that either.
Wow, wow.
But
Well, is that like an EMS type thing, or a nurse type thing, or a
it
nurse
it's
practitioner?
actually for massage, but I wanted to be able to claim therapeutic benefit. I did more rehabilitation. I didn't really do relaxation or anything like that. Like I did like, for instance, if you ever go to a chiropractor and you have soft tissue work from them, like very specific things, you're doing 15 minutes or 1 unit of time, and treating it and measuring it. I loved it because you could see instant results. You could see, things happening. But I killed my body doing it. That was my first attempt at a business in my young 20s. And I had horrible body posture. I reversed the curve in my neck.
Oh,
And
geez.
yeah, it was just a bad scene. And I was only 24, 23 when I couldn't stand up out of bed one morning. And
God.
yeah, and
Wow.
then they started me on Adderall. So there's that. That's where those two worlds meet.
Right, right. Well, it just seems like you have a passion for helping people. I
Yeah.
see that.
Well, people help me so much, I think. I feel like all the people around me, I'm really fortunate, what I got. So I just want to make sure I'm leveling up. I don't want to be the schmuck or the putz that's slacking, right?
That's so cool that you say that, because a lot of people don't look at it that way. Let me go to Franklin Checkler. Joke for the guest. What is the smelliest type of jacket you can buy? A windbreaker? No sauce? Face on cats? Because you don't want to look like an asshole, Franklin. And also say as hashtag say no Ray 2024. What's the smelliest type of jacket you can buy? This AJ.
He's talking about breaking wind and cutting cheese and getting the crackers out. Like, that's the joke he's making.
I'm the
Yeah,
last one to get the
I
joke,
love it.
and
No, I love it. Let's break wind for each other, like geese
hey,
in the air.
will you please go fart on a, what is it again?
Fish.
Will you just leave me alone and fart on the fish, please? I love it. I will be saying it for the longest time. I done coined it.
You're welcome.
Hi,
Oh, Stormy. I love Stormy so much. That
Stormy.
woman is incredible. I love her. I know Aerie has some sugar. She does. Stormy knows some secrets.
What does that mean? That you have
Well,
some
she
sugar?
interviewed me. I don't know what she means, but maybe it's
I mean, you're
something good.
sweet.
So we're gonna go with that.
I mean, you're sweet. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
But we
Stormy.
all we all also know that I can be very sour, but we all can agree that's not a good look for me. So we avoid that at all costs.
AJ, I consider, in my old age, I consider myself to know a little bit about people when I meet them. You are the sweetest person. This is just what I'm getting. The sweetest person until someone does not treat you that way, and then I can see you being someone you wished you never screwed around with in a negative way. Am I correct?
I believe in boundaries, and I believe that the way to a happy life is to establish boundaries with people. Whether they agree with him or not doesn't matter. It's just, where you're at in life. Just be honest. Be like, I'm this way, and fire yourself if not, so your front lines can be revealed. That's it.
That makes sense. And
Mhm.
is it true that women know with them, like say you go on like a blind date or something like that?
I thought you were gonna say women know the color of your underwear when they look at you sometimes. But anyway, so what if we go on a blind date?
What
I'm
color?
guessing for you, I think I could be wrong though, because it kissed your whole outfit. I'm guessing like a charcoal gray.
Uh no, Miss AJ, I got the blue. Blue and black are my favorite colors.
Nice. Oh,
What's
that's
your
cute.
favorite
It
color?
matches your little font behind you and your headband, and that's
That's why
perfect.
yeah, that's why it's that color. Those are my favorite. I only like two colors. What colors do you like?
So, well, it just depends. I don't know, but that's great if you can go and do your little pasta making dance after your podcast in your blue and black underpants. Nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm very particular about the type of underpants that a gentleman like myself would wear. I don't like tidy whities. Don't wear them. Don't own any of them. But
Hmm.
I like the long. They're like long sliding shorts. They're
They
long. You know
hug
what
your
I mean?
thigh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How come they don't make those for women?
I think everything's about marketing and whatnot.
If they made them, would you wear them?
I give them a shot. I give them a free trial and donate them to some kind of worthy cause. Like they could turn them into tennis shoes if it doesn't work out, rather than
Tennis
just throw
shoes.
them away in a landfill. I don't
Tennis
know.
shoes. So
Some
you
way
are
to.
from the Midwest.
I
Am I right?
don't know. Wait, what's that?
You said tennis shoes, so I'm taking it
Hmm.
from you're from the Midwest.
I am from. Well, I was born in Michigan, but grew up in Ohio and landed back in Michigan. If that's Midwest, the little zip zip, I suppose
Did you
you'd
play sports?
say.
Did you play sports?
Um, and I was told to be. I was a cheerleader,
Yeah.
and I was in band, and
Well, you were
sang.
injured for 2 years, right? You
And
had that injury for 2 years.
well, that I was. We started cheerleading when we were Pee Wee, and that happened my sophomore year. That injury, and I didn't cheer anymore after that, and that was amazing. Um, no, but I liked. In my neighborhood, we didn't grow up with a lot of girls around. Plus, I had three sisters, so I wasn't trying to go like have like more friends that were girls. And so, but there were a lot of guys in the neighborhood and just stupid, like throwing footballs or like daring somebody to poop in somebody's yard or, just the neighborhood games, you know.
Did you ever dare someone to fart on a fish?
No, but I can't wait to do it. I'm just waiting for the right time. And I think I could create the moment. But I mean, that would be amazing. Have you thought about when you go through your day, how convenient it would be to have a GoPro or like a contact lens called like iView, where you can activate it using your fingertips to just capture exact either video or everything you're seeing exactly how it is, like at that moment.
Yeah, yeah. It's so funny you said that because I just saw a commercial. Now, if you have this watch and you do like this, then it takes a picture.
Really? That's
Yeah.
cool. But I would love it if it was at your own eye level and it took on
On
whatever
the
your
GoPro.
retina was doing. Like it was able to detect everything, like the aperture of your pupil or, whatever.
Did you ever
But
have a I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna ask you if you ever had a dream and if you remember it that made you petrified.
Yeah.
Can you tell me or no?
Yeah. Yeah. I when I was a little kid, I was having it, but I'd be falling, but I'd always have a sword and the sword was like getting I was falling with my back down and the sword was getting heavy. And then I could never see what it was, but my sword would come, something would fly across and cut my sword. And then there was blood and stuff everywhere. So
And then you woke up,
that comes to mind. Yeah, then I'd wake up, just kind of like in a shock, like, yeah.
but you never
I
remembered?
dreamt about death of a relative, and then it happened that
Oh,
night.
no.
I've dreamt a lot, unfortunately, a lot of things like that, which
You have
really
VSD?
sucks.
Yeah?
Maybe, and it makes you feel even crazier than you really are. And I can't afford to be any more crazier, Casey. Let me tell
Do you
you, like,
think that you're
I
crazy
can't.
sometimes?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not, but I believe in science. I'm sure science could explain it. They're just not paying me for it yet. So if we can arrange that, then I'm down.
No, I'm with you.
That'll be my OS, my only science page.
AJ, I'm with you. Making sense to me, my friend. How about has there ever been, as a child, was there ever a traumatic experience that had to do with water?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely believe I died. But I was drowning the lake or club, whatever that we went to. And my mom told me I wasn't allowed to swim. Like, I can't swim. I'm strong enough. I wasn't. I remember going under the water. I remember losing consciousness. And I remember um, and I didn't see a tunnel or anything like that. I don't know how to explain it. But when I came to, like, I don't know, it was insane. When I
Did
was
the lifeguard
6, I
come
think I was
get
6
you?
years old. What's that? Oh
Did the
yeah, they
lifeguard?
gave me CPR and like I hacked up the water out of my lungs and like it was
Oh
just
man.
this bad scene. But yeah, and I lost consciousness. But yeah, so that did happen. Also, I can't go underwater because I don't have eardrums.
Wait,
So
wait,
unless
wait,
I
wait,
have
wait.
my ears whistle, if I plug my nose, yeah, they make a big whistle sound because you can hear the wind piping through my eustachian tubes. So
What's that
that's a
from?
thing.
You just born
That's
like that?
just, yeah, I'm just messed up. I'm an Aerie head. So, like, legit, I guess.
Are you in Aries?
Mm-mm.
What are you?
Worse, I'm a Cancer.
Me too.
You are? What's your?
You're very
Oh yeah,
sensitive.
our birthdays are close together. Mine's July 2nd.
Oh man, I'm the 17th, but we're both cancers.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very sensitive.
You're
That
7/17. Yeah,
yeah,
you are.
that's
You
why I
are.
cry all the time.
That's why you're a great friend of Jake's because you're also intuitive. I feel like you are pretty intuitive, more than people would give you credit for sure.
Yeah, but
But
I don't
you're
believe it.
good at hiding it, though. You're good at hiding it.
I want to believe the other thing. I give too much credit. I don't know if that's a part of a cancer, but my friend, my best friend, when she was alive, her picture's still here. She took her life about 2 years ago. My friend Autumn, she was awesome, but she's like, if she just met you, she goes, I got to do your chart. I got to do AJ's chart. Get Ask her if I can do her chart. And half
They'd
the
probably
time
be
she's right.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stormy's a Cancer. I think she's June 30th. But
Uh,
that is creepy. When she read you your chart, how'd that make you feel? Were you like, oh my God, this is crazy?
no, I was like, okay, yes, some there, some okay, yeah, but I think I wasn't so sold on the whole thing, so I was like, maybe um, it's very general, and I told her that we were close enough where I could say that, and I think that's
Good.
bullshit, and,
It's
but she was
important.
into it. But then again, she get on me because I do Bible bingo, which is, you take your Bible out and you open it up and you put your finger down and you're playing Bible bingo. You got to read that passage.
That's amazing. We did that with the phone book and who we choose to prank call. And whatever you landed on, you had to
You had
do
to
it.
make the prank call. What was your best prank call?
Mhm.
How did it
Well,
go?
I was going to ask you yours. So we just do dumb. It's hard to. I don't know. We just dare each other to do stupid stuff, like call somebody, go, "I see you. I can see," or like
Oh,
stupid stuff,
that's creepy.
or like, "Uh-oh," or it's just dumb stuff like your underpants or your mailbox, or if you're like just dumb. Like, I mean, we're kids. Like,
Did anyone ever yell at you? Did you get in trouble?
no, back then there wasn't. Um,
Star
you couldn't.
69.
Yeah, start or 6 7 or I don't know, whatever the hell it is. So yeah, it wasn't a big deal. There was no caller ID.
Okay, I got you.
The cordless
Well,
phone was like a
yeah, that huge thing with the antenna that came up. Yeah,
max headroom. No,
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't that bad. But yeah,
Well, about the phones, if you were in the vicinity, I could teach you. It's really not a trick, more of a technique. Um, you don't do it because there are no more phone books anymore. But you don't know. I could get 115-pound woman like yourself to rip a phone book in half.
Well, I would love to try. And I am actually, I weigh far more than that, but you are so smart how you guess the lady's weight. But I weigh like, I think close to 130, but I'm a lot of muscle when that
Okay, nice,
happens. Yeah.
nice. All right, cool. Um, hey, let's see. I don't want to be selfish here and keep you've done an hour and a half with me, and I
That was,
can't
oh,
thank you.
really? It's been that long? Holy
You
smokes.
are you are awesome, and anytime if you'd like, I would be honored to do your show whenever. I think I speak for the people out there where you are very kind and a great guest, and I got to make you laugh one time, so I want to show you a video before we get out of here,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And it's just going to be a 20-second one because I happen to love cats. And
Yes.
this huge leopard got loose, and everyone was looking for it. And here's what happened.
Thank you very much.
I'm Scott Mattis live in Hernando, Mississippi, where there's been sightings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat, but we're just...
It's a house cat.
Cell phone video on what
Look at him.
is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.
It's not a cougar.
Wow. Well,
AJ, that's a house cat.
can you imagine the owners are probably just, you gotta be proud. You do. You gotta be.
Did you see
Yeah.
how he was hanging out there? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, "They're
Here
talking
I
about
am.
me."
Yeah, here I am. Is this my good side?
Yeah, I know it's silliness. And
Mhm.
did you ever know what would happen if you gave a finger to a cop?
You do. Yeah, come on, really. What can you do though? I mean, he can't do shit to you, man. Just do it. Right? Just go up to him and just totally fucking do it.
Just keep the camera down.
Alright. It's gonna be fucking cool. Dude, Robert's gonna tell this cop to fuck off. And I'm gonna film it live. It's gonna be funny. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Dude! Come on!
Yeah, I mean, you have to accept the consequence that's possible and likely
We're all human
when you
beings.
do shit like that.
Yeah.
You're not the exception to the rule, buddy. It's not gonna be
Right.
different for you.
Right.
You're gonna get your ass
But
beat.
he won't do that again.
But it was
And-
fun for us to watch, so thanks for recording it, sir, whoever you were.
Yeah. Last thing I'm going to show you, and last thing I'm going to ask you is: does AJ believe in UFOs?
Oh yeah. And I want to be friends with the aliens. I want to make sure that we shake hands and nothing's going to probe me. They can test me if they want, my brain, like hook me up to patches. All I ask, and I know they're advanced enough, they do not need to probe anymore.
They need to
promise.
be gentlemen.
They do.
Yeah.
So
AJ, I'm going to stand with you. If you ever get abducted and I'm in the vicinity, I'm going to make sure that they are gentlemen before they probe you.
probe. At least light some candles or make get like the flavored oil or something. Make it nice.
Yeah. Come on, aliens, make it nice. So, AJ, I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to come back, and I want to hear about the businesses one more time. But this is only a minute and a half. This is what happened. There's cameras outside. This is when the studio was at the other building, and there was cameras out there, and they caught this. This has not been doctored with. This is just the way it is.
Oh gosh!
If you don't believe in UFOs, well, me and AJ might think otherwise. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, welcome. WMAP Radio. How are you? The reason why I'm coming to you on a Friday night, you know I never do this. I do this only because something happened that is so unbelievable.
I shot Kennedy.
There are a million cameras around here. But
it's Princess Maris, that picture. That's my cat.
This one camera, which faces out from the studio, it goes onto the building, which is a publishing company. And it stays there, stays on all night. And if there's movement, it presses record. You watch this video and you tell me that this isn't a UFO. And then subscribe down here. KC Armstrong, KC at WMAPradio.com. If this is not a UFO, I will eat my hat, and I have a very nice one. Watch this. Look at this. Here it comes. Look at that thing. What the hell is that? And watch, it's going to come back. It's going to be from behind the house. This is like 3 or 4 in the morning. These are cars over here, but look at it. Here it comes back again. What the hell is that? But look at it. I'm out of here. And look, he's a still. Look at it. There's a still. Look at that. AJ, look at that. Is that wild or what?
It looked like it was, I mean, changing shape a little bit or something. It's hard to tell. And you'd have to really blow it up and analyze it. But I mean, absolutely. The other night I was sitting by the lake and I could have, I don't even know how to describe it. It was almost like when Superman flashes his beam or whatever. But the thing is, like, where it came from, like flash, there's a big flashlight, then it sucked back in over the trees. It wasn't level. It's not like there could have been headlights or cars or anything like that. But I believe there's a lot of mineral rich land around here, around the lake and stuff. So it probably attracts a lot of energy and science and ghosts.
I believe it. You believe it too, don't you?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I've been forced to believe it. So, but yeah.
What do you mean you've been forced to believe it?
I definitely have encountered ghosts.
You did?
And oh my gosh. So my boss, the one I had, she had this Masonic temple. And they renovated it to just be like walking on the inside of the Titanic. It was completely refinished 1918. I would have to stay the night sometimes for work because I would be like running a wedding or whatever. And then I'd wake up and be showing the building. And so one night, like, and it would happen where I'd hear the safety doors and things banging or whatever, and I would just go get myself safe. But the one night, the fire doors kept closing behind me. I like really thought somebody was in. So I got up to my office. I got on my desk. I made a phone call. They brought in dogs. They brought in 2 dogs. So they swept the building. Good, did not pick up on any scent except for mine. And they had on video the camera of the fire doors popping open and the lights switching on and nothing being there.
Holy shit. And there weren't the doors that were like mechanical.
Fire doors. You have to poof.
You have to physically push them.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It was, I barfed everywhere that night. I could not stop barfing. Oh my God. Yes. And I always felt like, because they had like ceremony rooms and they were beautiful, like exquisite painting. Like, I mean, it was just maddening, incredible building, but it was absolutely haunted. But I always felt like not like attacked or pushed downstairs, but watched and like kind of creepy. Like,
this is a Masonic temple?
Yeah, it was. And it had a ballroom, what's that?
Do they allow women in the
No, that one when it was up and operating, no, they didn't. And nowadays, when they were using it, they allowed whatever the women's tribe is. And I'm not trying to be offensive. I just forget what the name is.
Yeah.
But the Lady Masons.
Okay. All right.
The Cockless Masons. Yeah. They were allowed to come in there and kind of infiltrate a little bit, but I don't think they gave anybody a choice. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a men's. Right. So it was only men slaughtering the sheep, together, and the women weren't involved with that.
Wow. So you were shitting a brick.
I have no idea. But anyway, it was and plus in the summer in the hot rooms when there would be the basement was the worst. That was like, and I think a lot of it too, the thing with being deaf is I can feel vibration. I can feel a sound before I can hear it. It's hard to explain, but.
What do you mean being deaf? What do you mean?
Well, I'm severely hearing impaired because I literally can't, like, I wonder if this will pick up, if the mic will pick up, if you can hear this or not. That's air.
Is that your
coming out of my ears? And
what is that? Tell us about this. What is that?
It's just because I don't have my eardrums, that tympanic membrane that separates your inner ear.
Did that happen in the water? How did I pick up on that?
My eustachian tubes are not correct in my throat. So they're kinked and they don't regulate pressure correctly. And that's why as a child, it just kept blowing and blowing and blowing and blowing. So basically, I make sure I don't get shampoo water in them. My hearing aids were. It's been almost a year now since I haven't had them. They were unfortunately destroyed, and so it's been an adventure, but it's been cool, and I've been making it work for me. And I read lips really good.
So what does that do with your personal relationships? Can you kind of are you more clear on what people are trying to say because you had to compensate for not being able to?
I should try harder, Casey. But I forget. Like I forget. My daughter, she was little, would tell me, she's like, "Careful, mom. When you get angry, you get that deaf girl accent." And she was right. Because at home I take out my hearing aids and stuff, and I would like if I was angry, my emotion, I get the deaf girl accent, which I can imitate. Well, we'd prank call the deaf girl accent all the time. That was a good one.
So you can't jump in the pool.
No, well, I can with the earplugs with the specialized complete seals. Yeah. Otherwise, and
You're like
if I
on a
get
plane.
it would. Oh, that's fine. Going on a plane is fine, and because I mean, well, what happens? It's so gross. You ready? I am
Yeah.
kind of like a ogre, like snot. Like when
Okay.
I get off a plane, and if I blow my ears like that in the bathroom after I get off the plane, it's like phlegm will come out on my ears. The same kind of
Out of
phlegm
your
that comes
ears?
out of your nose. Yes, because I don't have that barrier.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it's so. And at Thanksgiving once, I accidentally blew some big phlegm ball out on my mom, and it was great. But
Nice.
so it's a superpower. It's like Swamp Thing. You know who Swamp Thing is?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's my favorite hero. Anyway, I kept you long enough. We need to go get our beauty rest at this tender age we're at. And so we need to get our oatmeal and our cream of wheat.
Hey, tell everybody where to get deodorant and where what else you're working on, your podcast, and tell everyone the floor is. My grandmother, who I love, when she was alive, when she wanted to hear from me, she'd go, "Casey, you have the floor. AJ, you have the floor."
Well, okay, so aeriejane.com. It's just like my name is right there, AERIEJANE. Hit HW for or TBD. Wait, no. By the way, BT. Why do I say it different? It's BTW, by the way. I always, Jake, by the way, it's my favorite
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, enter that code, get 15% off. Basically, it's the deodorant is pure, it's awesome. It's only one tin will last you 2 months. Your dog can eat it, it'll be fine, and it's amazing for you. And then podcast wise, I'm just relaunching this. I want my goal with you, Casey, for that show. I would really love to have people ask us their dating advice. I
Oh,
think that
great.
would
Great
be.
idea.
I think that
Great.
would be fun
That'd
and
be a lot of
thrilling.
fun.
Yeah.
It'd be great fun.
So.
Yeah, ask the guy
And we'll
who's
tell them
never
what we
been married
think
and
too. Yeah, we'll tell, and I want you to say exactly what you think. That's what I want. So,
okay, no doubt.
okay.
It sounds like
So
hey,
watch for that and go to PS with Aerie Jane on YouTube and like and subscribe so you'll know when Casey and I are doing that. Yeah.
awesome. My friend, I got to thank you again. You are a Pulitzer. You're so much fun to hang out with. Please, you have an open door to come on here. Please, people love you. I love you. I think you're
Oh.
terrific. And guys, this is a great guest, and I want to thank everyone who did the super chats and everyone who wrote in, and you guys were watching us. And so look for me on Miss AJ's program coming up. Miss AJ, what a nice surprise, and thank you. You are a Pulitzer.
I'm less of a disaster than you expected. Let's just say it, and I'm so happy for that. So yes,
You're
thank
awesome.
thank you for
You're awesome.
having me on. I really,
Guys,
really loved it.
Me too. Same here, guys. That's my friend AJ. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Bye. I don't know how to do.